No! I missed one. Do 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 do. Ah, yeah, all done. Alright, so hello everybody! This is Etho, and welcome back to the Let's Play series. In all my time playing this game, I don't think I ever did that with trapdoors before. There's like, probably, I think 400 or 500 of them at least in this farm. So yeah, we are over here at the brown mushroom farm, guys. You remember this? I went to go use it today, and it's like, oh yeah, this isn't finished, is it? Because I think when we built it, I spent like 2 or 3 episodes on it, and a whole ton of off-camera work on it, and kind of got fed up with working on it, so I just left it mostly finished, but now I think it's pretty much done for sure. When I went to go use it today, it's like, wait a minute, there's redstone on the ground still. Like, there was 3 buttons and a lever on the ground. And it's like, okay, what order do I pull these or push these? I couldn't remember. So I set up like a control panel area here to kind of help me out if I ever forget how this works. So I'll just read the sign here and I'll figure it out. So step 1 is to plant the brown mushrooms in all these little spots here. We have brown mushrooms in the corners, right? So they'll spread to the middle there automatically on their own. But if we want, we can plant them to speed it up too. We've got some extras over here. Step 2 is to grow. And conveniently, there's a sign right next to this that says press to grow. So before we had to press, or pull a lever to get the bone meal to work. And then we had to press a button to push the mushroom stalks out of the hole there. Now it's all in one. This button will do both of those functions. So if I press this, hear the bone meal going, all the mushrooms are growing. And then wait for it, wait for it. Once that finishes, you see it pushes the mushroom stalks out of the hole there too. So we combine those 2 things into one thing, and then step 3 is to harvest, and step 4 is to collect. So once we finish harvesting here, we just gotta press that button and it's pretty much all done. So I just added some trap doors here so that hopefully when we walk along here, I was having issues with a couple random blocks not getting harvested and stuff. I'm hoping this will make it a bit more uniform. And so far it's looking really good actually. Let's take a gander down here once we get to the end. Yeah, that's way more consistent now with these trapdoors because they bring us forward a little bit, and I can just like glide along them too as we go here, so I don't have to worry about my positioning being a little bit too forward or a little bit too back now. So that's all good. Alright, we got all the middle stalks chopped down. So now we run over here. We finished the harvest process, and we just have to hit that button to collect all the drops together. So that does 2 things. It ejects the water, which also retracts it after a certain amount of time, and then it also dispatches the minecarts to pick up the drops. You hear them go down. You see the blocks disappear there. So all the minecarts get released now to pick up the mushrooms in the hole there. And of course, the whole point of this farm is to produce mushroom blocks as fuel for our super smelter, which I noticed was about out. That's why I had to come here to chop more down. Alright, very good, very good. How's this doing? Oh, we just about got a full load. Here, I'll help it along. Automatically releases when it gets filled up. Goes over to the super smelter to drop off the items, and then it'll come back and get more. Oh. What damaged me there? Well, that was weird. Alright, everybody, so we're over in the end now. I had an idea here, which might be a little bit fun. I want to see a wither fight a dragon, or see if they fight each other, right? And who wins if they do fight each other? I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spawn in a dragon, then I'm going to bust the crystals, and then spawn in the wither, so that the dragon doesn't heal. Because I'm curious, like, what happens exactly? And hopefully the wither doesn't blow up a bunch of stuff here. I've never fought a wither in the end either. Oh, now it turns purple. Oh. I was wondering why the night vision worked, actually. Now everything turned purple again. Careful now. Okay, here's our chance. Here's our chance. Go, 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 go. Oh, man. I only brought 4 soul sand. I'm such an idiot. Okay, we did it. We did it. Woo! It's also a chance for us to get these new achievements that came out, too. So that's cool. Double boss bar. Check that out. I've never seen that before. Okay, Ender Dragon's taking damage. Oh, he's fighting Enderman. Alright, I'm gonna try not get close to him so that he doesn't get focused on me. Hey, you. Come on, they're right by each other. Oh, now I think they're... Yeah, he's locked on. He's locked on it. Here we go. We got a real fight now. Oh, don't come this way. Okay, no damage really happening. Wither took a little bit there. I think it blew itself up. Oh, they blew up my minecart chest. Get him! Get him! You can do it! You can do it! His aim is terrible. He's never gonna do it. Oh. What about now? Oh, this is not a good place to be. I've got to get out of here. Okay. I got an Enderman after me. Wait, if I stay... Oh no! I still get hurt. Okay, it's not really working, guys. I'm gonna try to take the dragon out first, and then the wither. I guess. Because they're doing no damage to each other. Or if they do, they just heal up anyways. Wait, the dodge there, that 15-degree turn really threw me off. You got some moves. Okay, and... What happened to the wither? I haven't heard him in a while. Kinda worried he's blowing stuff up. I got a lot of stuff built in the end. And the final swoop, and you are out of here! Oh, he's still having fun over there. Right by the Eats Road. Okay. I actually don't know if I can kill the wither. Is the problem. Please get away from there. Come on. This way, please. This way. Good job. Okay. Okay, and... Still not ready? There we go. Ooh. Why didn't I bring my chest plate? Oh, I didn't finish eating. Why? Got him. Woo. Yeah, let's get out of here before Enderman kills us. All right, so that was interesting. Kind of a mistake, but now I know. What kind of damage did he do here? I got to tear this thing down anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. But the old Eats Road here, I don't want to repair. Seems fine. Seems okay. Yeah, because we took this and rebuilt it at the Enderman farm anyway. I don't think he really did any damage. Let's just double check down here too. Looks okay. Yeah, I don't see any damage on that bridge either, so I think we're good. You know what? I thought fighting the Wither in the end there was going to be really tough, but I think it's actually easier to fight the Wither in the end than the overworld. Like, I thought I was going to look at all the Endermen and then they were going to kill me while the Wither also kills me. But they seem to go after the Wither more than anything. And the Wither easily got distracted with them and stopped attacking me. And plus, like, Endstone has high blast resistance, so Normally you get stuck in holes while fighting the Wither, and then that's what kills you. But anyways, guys, I'm pretty excited about today. You know what's special about today? It's my favorite day. It's new project day, that's right. So, by the way, with this ice farm, you guys said if I relog, it will fix the invisible minecart glitch, and yeah, that worked. Came back to it, it was fine. But I was thinking about it. There's an item in the game now where you cannot possibly farm enough of it, I don't think, and that's ice. Like, this farm takes a couple hours to fill up, I think, to get the 10 by 10 by 10 cube, 1,000 ice blocks. You know how many blue ice you'll get from that when this is fully filled up? 12. 12 blue ice blocks, because it's 81 regular ice each one. So our agenda is to build a new massive scale ice farm. That's what I want to do. So I'm trying to think of like how to do it right now. Maybe we'll talk about some design aspects of making an ice farm, because I think it's a pretty interesting thing actually. So let's talk about this. I want to build the best possible ice farm, right? Well, how do you define best? I think in Minecraft, when it comes to building farms, there is no best, really. I think that's a subjective term. It comes down to maybe 5 main categories, and then you pick aspects of those categories you're looking for. And those are the size of the farm, how difficult is it to build, how efficient is it in terms of production, how efficient is it in terms of harvest and use. Those two are kind of related to each other, so maybe just efficiency is a category, and then it gets broken down. And then there's the creative aspect of a farm as well. So, size. Let's give this as an example. I have a 5x5x5 farm that produces 100 items, and I got a 4x4x4 farm that produces only 1. Which of those farms is the best? Well, if you only have a 4x4x4 space available, it's the one that only makes 1. Because you can't use the other one, right? So that's how you got to think about it. So in terms of size with ice farms, it doesn't really matter because you can freeze water in a 1x1, just a single block space, right? So it's just how much do you want to scale the ice farm. In terms of difficulty to build, let's look at this farm, for example. Lots of pistons, right? It's expensive. There's lots of rails. So in terms of cost, it's not very good. In terms of like intricate design, does it take a long time to put together? I would say so. So this farm kind of isn't very good in terms of building, right? Efficiency of production, let's analyze that. We have only 20 water spaces where the ice can actually be produced, and then they get pushed over and then up. In like a 14 by 10 area, so we're not making good use of the space, which matters a lot when you're trying to produce a lot of ice. There's only a certain amount of space around you where the ice will freeze. So how much does that matter? I'm not sure yet. But this farm's not very good in those terms. Also, when the ice is produced, it doesn't instantly get pushed over. You see that? So that spot right there is not being used once the ice is made until it gets moved aside, right? So it's not good in that way either. In terms of efficiency of harvest or use, it doesn't have any auto collection systems. Like, it doesn't bunch the ice into chests and that. You have to pick all the ice up manually. But it is really quick to harvest because all the ice gets pushed into a big cube. So you don't have to like run around harvesting the ice. It's all in one place, all condensed, right? So it's really, that's where this farm really shines. That's its key aspect. And then creativity, you know, you might want a really efficient farm, but you might want a farm where you're farming slimes and you're making them fall out of a nose so it looks like they're boogers. There's things like that to consider as well when you're making a farm, right? Yeah, so with all of that in mind, guys, what is going to be the best possible farm for us? What are we going to design around? Well, we want efficiency of production and harvest. We want to basically produce as much ice as possible with the least amount of effort. That's our goal. And anything like the size of the farm and how difficult is it to build, any creative aspects of it are going to come second place. We just want a lot of ice, okay? So I thought we would look at the original ice farm here as well, the ice tray, as a good example for us. What do we need to actually make ice? We need a cold biome. This biome got switched to taiga, so this farm doesn't work anymore, actually. So we need to find a cold biome, and then you need water with access to the sky. You can't stack the water on top of each other vertically, and if you have like any blocks above the water, then it won't freeze. So you need to spread out horizontally pretty much in order to make the farm bigger. And then you also need a seed block. So if you have just a big open water source like this, the ice isn't going to start forming in the middle at all. It'll start at the edges and then go towards the middle, because you have to have water with at least one non-water block next to it. So if there's ice or something else next to this water block here, then it'll freeze. But if and horizontally, I mean. So if you're standing here, this water block has water here, 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 and here, so it can't freeze. But if you're standing here, water, water, nope, nope, no good. But we have a dispenser here, so this will freeze. All right. Those are kind of the criteria we got to think about. So this pattern here that I did with this original farm is actually the most efficient in terms of like every water block has at least one non-water block next to it. So all these waters can freeze at the same time. They don't have to wait for the ice to spread at all. All right, everybody. So now that we got that all covered, let's start designing our ice farm here. How are we going to put it together? One thing I realized is I don't think we can have both perfect ice production and harvest speed. I think we got to choose which one we would prefer. Because perfect ice production is that pattern we saw at the ice tray there with the cedar blocks mixed in and that kind of spiral pattern. While if we're going for perfect harvest speeds, we want like a solid sheet of ice here with no other blocks mixed in. We just want solid ice, right? And I think we're going to want it at eye level here. One issue I had with the ice farm always is if it's one block lower, you got to tilt the camera down, and then you like constantly have to swing the camera around to like get the blocks, right? It's a bit annoying. So we want it at eye level so we can just move left and right and not worry about the camera position as we're harvesting, right? So let's do a little test here. How far can we actually reach? Because I think we're gonna go for perfect harvest speeds. How far can we reach here? So it's 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But I think if we're aligned to the front here, the very front, we can reach 1 extra. So we might want to try to get all 5. But let's just see how a sweep goes here. Okay, you ready for this? Ooh. Okay. So kind of like with the mushroom farm, we're leaving some blocks behind. We're not even getting all four rows there. So I don't think we're going to try to get all 5. We'll try to just do a solid 4 and just tinker with our settings here. So right now we have efficiency 5, haste 2, and speed 2. Maybe let's try decrease down to speed 1 so we go a little bit slower, and maybe we'll get all 4 blocks perfectly, you know. Excellent. All right, we're going to do another sweep here, this time with speed 1 and haste 2. So it's going to be a bit slower. Okay, we almost got them all, but there's 3 stray blocks left here. Yeah, so this time, no speed, just haste 2 and efficiency 5. Let's go again. Perfect. We missed one at the start there, but just because I think the clay block was there. And let's just do one more test here. This time I got rid of the haste off the beacons, so no speed, no haste, just efficiency 5. Let's try it out. Okay, it kind of stuttered at the start there. Oh, why are we getting even more now? Wait a minute. I did not expect that. We obliterated 4 rows and we're starting at 5 even. I'm guessing I just wasn't aligned to the front of the block when we had haste 2 on, so I'm just double checking again. I'm going to make sure I glide along the front so we can reach all 5 and see if it's the same. Because I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so is this a faulty test? So they're the same with or without beacons. So that's kind of good. We don't need to have a beacon with our farm then. That's going to save a lot of cost and setup time. All right, so next up here, let's consider how we're going to do the auto collection system because we don't want to pick up all the ice drops manually. Our inventory is going to fill up very quickly. We want to be able to pick it up automatically and drop it off in chests without us having to think about it, ideally. So I think there's going to be two main options. Either we use hopper minecarts or we use water streams. So this is one possible way we could set up the ice. So you stand on the trap doors here, right? And kind of like we did there, you just swoop across or whatever. All the ice is going to fall in the trap doors, and then the hopper minecart will run underneath them. Can I do the... Can I push it around? Yeah, so you see it picked up the ice, or hopefully you saw that. So that's one idea. Let's try maybe a water stream method as well, because I kind of think that's going to be better. You know, I thought this was a good idea. I thought this was going to be our final plan, but now I'm thinking about it. It's got a couple flaws. But we might be able to make it work. So I thought we would have, like, water that doesn't freeze over here, running all along. And then when you remove the ice, it'll flood the pool automatically, right? But also, hopefully when the water rushes back, it'll push the items over the edge. We might need to replace the red clay floor here with ice as well, just so the items move better. But one big issue with this, I just realized, is since there's no seed block there, it's only going to spread from this. No, it won't spread from the sides. It'll only spread maybe from the trapdoors? I don't know if trapdoors count as a seed block, though. It might need to be a solid block. I'm going to watch it for a sec. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got ice here. So trapdoors can spread the ice. Well, just for now, let's not worry how the ice is going to spread and how the water is going to refill here and all that stuff. Let's just try to test if the water will push the ice over the edge here after it's harvested. So we got Silk Touch. We're going to do a swoop across here. Oh, kind of messed that up. Okay. Oh, so you see some got stuck there. Okay, so I guess let's give this a try. I think it has some potential. I got rid of the wall of water that doesn't freeze along the edges, and instead we're going to try use dispensers full of water buckets, right? So the advantage of that is the ice will actually be able to spawn along the edges. So it can spawn here, it can spawn here, and then it just has to spread from here to here and from here to here. So 2 spreadings, which means ice production should be reasonably fast with this method as well. So as we run along here to harvest, when we get to the end of a section, we'll step on a pressure plate, and then that pressure plate's going to activate a double pulse here, which will eject the water from the dispenser and then pick it up right after. That'll work, right? Yeah. Just thinking about it. And then the redstone goes all along here to all the dispensers. Then we have a bit of a wait here. I got 8 ticks. Hopefully that's going to be long enough so that the water will just come out on the edge there first, which means it'll give it a bit of time to push the items over. And then after a little bit, these 2 dispensers will activate, and then the pool will refill. Hopefully, unless it freezes, we might need to add some freeze protection to this too. While the sequence is going on. But I guess, I think we can give it a try, right? Did I forget anything? I think we're okay. Okay, so we'll go along like this. We automatically just step on the pressure plate. Why? These ones... Maybe the timing wasn't right. It's like it ejected the water and picked it up before it's, Huh. That looked good. Let's do another test here. So I replaced the bottom here, it used to be clay, with ice, so the items will slide across faster. The downside is we got to be careful we don't mine it, right? So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I got the water fixed now. I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's go across. Beautiful. We see all the ice is kind of scattered throughout. Step on this. Yeah, I got the water perfect now. Oh my goodness. Couple didn't get flushed off. Alright everybody, so I think we're getting pretty close to a good design here. You might have noticed some of the ice blocks were jumping outside, landing on the trapdoors and stuff, so I've added a lip all around to raise it up one block, so hopefully all the ice stays within the rectangle now. I think I got the water streams figured out, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. And kind of the idea with this is we perfect one of these sections and then we take it and we copy it like 50 times or whatever, and hopefully by the time we get to harvesting the 50th section, when we get back to the first one, all the water will be frozen and you just go in a constant loop of constant harvesting, right? That's kind of the goal with this. So let's give it another try here. Been doing lots and lots of trial and error here. I think we're getting close. Okay, here we go. Yep, so it all got washed down. Make sure all the waters are proper. So again, I don't know if it's an issue with like the water freezing before the dispensers pick it up again. That's one thing I'm concerned about. But if that's not an issue, I think we got just about figured out here. So that's cool. If that is an issue, what we might end up doing is like adding pistons above the dispensers so that the piston head extends while the water is ejected, and then it retracts when the dispenser gets the water again. So it makes sure it doesn't freeze before it picks it up. Because the piston head should stop the water from freezing because it blocks the skylight, right? But I'm not sure if it's an issue. But anyways, guys, I think we are about out of time here for today, so we're going to wrap up. We'll try to finish that next episode, or at least build a lot of it. Unless the update comes out, then we might focus on that instead. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Does the update break any of the water mechanics with what we just did today? Hopefully not. I don't think it does, right? I should probably test it before I go large scale. But anyways, the comment of the day says, you talked about boat roads being the best for long-term, long-distance nether travel. Have you seen Sidecraft's piston bolts? They're much faster than boat roads, even blue ice, but they require huge amounts of infrastructure and are extremely complicated to build relative to boat roads. Thoughts? Yeah, I've seen them. They're really cool. I think for the last few years, there's always been like a fast method of travel in Minecraft, like a really fast method, but they're all like based on glitches, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I've pretty much always avoided them. And even though Mojang say they're not changing or tampering with pistons anymore, they still are. So I'm hesitant to do anything like that because I'm pretty sure it'll break eventually. But I might be wrong about that. That's why I've always avoided that kind of fast travel stuff. I'd rather get something more reliable that I know will work long term, because this is a long term world, right? Anyways, guys, if you have any thoughts or ideas for the ice farm or anything else, please let me know in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.